Welcome to episode 1 of Blake's Tanks, where I'm going to show you how to set up a reef tank using Red Sea's Reefer 350. Now, to get started, I want to show you the tank I'm upgrading from, my Red Sea Max. Oh, I'm going to miss you and your curved glass. I love this tank. Kind of show you a couple things about it. Number one is I drilled it, put in a Durso overflow. We'll go over what the different overflows are in a later episode. But that drains down into my sump where I have a refugium, filter socks there, and a UV sterilizer. It also has a auto top-off system. We'll go over that in a later episode as well. But there's the tank I'm upgrading from. A couple of new frags I just picked up that are going to go in my new tank. And here's the Reefer 350. So this is by Red Sea, and let's go over a couple of things we need to get a reef aquarium set up. Number one is the tank itself, obviously. Number two is a heater. So it's going to be a lot more streamlined once I get it set up, but this is just here as I'm getting it set up. Number three is a circulation pump. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm pretty disappointed with this quiet drive that's not very quiet. I don't know if you can hear it very well. But it's way too loud for my taste. And lights. And the most important thing that I don't want to forget is surface area. So surface area is vital in a reef tank. Probably in any tank for that matter. But what happens is it provides surface area for bacteria to colonize. And what happens is the fish will either not eat all the food or they'll poo and pee, and that waste turns into ammonia. And ammonia is no bueno. So what happens is the bacteria populates on all the surface area in your tank, glass, rock, sand, whatever you've got, and that bacteria converts the ammonia into nitrite, which is a little more bueno, but still not very bueno. So a second bacteria colony populates, and it converts nitrite into nitrate. And nitrate can be plant food. So if you set up a refugium, we'll go over that in a later video. That's one way to remove some nitrates. And another way to remove that is water changes. And a third way that's not as common, and I don't think it works as well, but I'd love to learn more about it, is a third colony of bacteria populates deep within the rocks, deep within the sand, which this sand bed's way too shallow for that to happen. That converts nitrate into nitrogen gas that just bubbles right out of your tank. I don't think that's as common of a way to remove nitrates from your tank, but we will go over that in a later video. But that's the nitrogen cycle that you need in order to set up a reef tank. And usually it takes about a month is the standard. And so what you can do, well, what I did in this case is I just filled up 5 gallons of water every single day. I'm trying to show you on the glass. You can see the lines of where every single day I filled it up. 5 gallons, 5 gallons, 5 gallons, 5 gallons. So it took about 2 weeks for me to get this tank full. And then about a week to 10 days in, I added a single fish. And he's being shy right now, camera shy. But yeah, I plopped him in here to kind of help kickstart that nitrogen cycle so he can start eating and pooping. That's the basics for setting up an aquarium, and each week I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing with this tank and why I did it, and I'd love feedback so I can learn too. But otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and see you next time on Blake's Tanks. Thanks for watching this episode of Blake's Tanks. If you liked it, go Black Oscillaris on that like button and subscribe.